If I had to ask Cam Newton playing another game this year, yay or nay?
I'm surprised he hasn't. Look, when you talk about the Lisfranc injury,
Yes.
that's surgery. The solution surgery.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to play through Lisfranc because those bones basically move apart from each other more and more and more. And
in the bottom of the foot too, right?
And he's had, I don't know if it's the same foot he's had issues with in the past, ankle, but that's the type of thing you need surgery for. It's not really something you could tough it out. And if it gets worse and worse and worse, you end up not getting the screws inserted. You may have to fuse it, but you kind of look at the way they were playing. Teams have been giving him running lanes to take, and he won't take it. And he won't take it, I'm sure, because he feels like he can't take it. But that's a totally different Cam Newton, right? The Cam Newton that you have to fear is the guy that's the double threat. And then look, all these, Panther fans were up in arms that down at that fourth down goal play, they didn't give it to Cam Newton to sneak it in. I don't know why they're upset. You give it to your best player. Christian McCaffrey is their best player. It's not Cam Newton, it's Christian McCaffrey. So they did right there by giving it to him. It's we can't live in the past. But yeah, if it's this Lisfranc, usually surgery, almost all the time, surgery is the solution. I don't know how you toughen it out and how it suddenly will get better.
Well, you said you can't live in the past, and the question is Cam looking to the future and perhaps trying to avoid the knife? But
he shouldn't. If he wants to go to the future, then you put the screws in because you don't want to. Because this is it's a thing where if you don't fix it and it gets worse, you may have to fuse it. So you don't want to get to that point.
No, I understand that.
I got my medical degree at $100,000.
Well, you've had this, and Stray's had it. So the question,
I didn't have it. Stray had it. I've had everything else. Trust me. Oh my God.
But if Kyle Allen continues to ball out, have we reached this point in Carolina where Cam's end game has arrived way sooner than we expected?
Not if you can get him back to what he used to be, but I can't answer the question. Only they can. He's got to be that double threat. He's got to be a double threat. And right now on a foot with that kind of injury, it's so painful. From the Strays, our friends who've had it, it's so painful to walk, to do anything. It's like plantar fascia times 10. Which is awful.
So then I guess last one here. Knowing what you know and what you may have heard, do you think Carolina is even having these thoughts based on Kyle Allen and how well he's now twice
it's one game.
Performed this offense? Well, Week 17 last year, too.
Yeah,
and I know it is just one game.
I don't know. You're not going to base everything off of that. No.
Okay.
You need some more time in there. I love the guy they got behind him, too. Will Greer. Love him. Love him.
So then
Loves him in the draft.
Maybe this is the future then. The
future
is
I love
now.
him in the draft. But it might be. But listen, if Cam Newton ends up coming back to what Cam Newton, even if it's 80% of what Cam Newton had been, he's still top 10 quarterback in this league, the threat he gives.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.